But I think I have been prepared throughout since 1983. I've been
Right.
prepared through different situations that I'm able to move it. And then when I moved into Deputy Vice Chancellor, I'm given the position of research, and what I do now is I now have to interact with everyone in the university to ensure that research moves on in better and better. But while doing that, I'm also given the task to do commercialization.
Professor Rosnah, today you are Deputy Vice Chancellor of MAHSA University. Now, take us through the years that led us to this very, very important role you play today.
Thank you, Josh. I guess Deputy Vice Chancellor of a university is not about my discipline.
Okay?
It is general. But let's go back to my discipline.
Sure, let's do that.
First of all, I was in the University of Queensland
Okay.
for about 5 years. And I was actually a simple person, afraid of everyone. I think it's some kind of training, coming from Kelantan.
Okay. Oh, you're from Kelantan?
Yes.
Okay.
But I went to College Tunku Kusha.
Right.
But even there, I did not get out of the shell.
Okay.
I'm just a mugger. I study,
Yeah.
and I managed to get to Australia.
Sure.
And in Australia, I'm also a mugger,
Right.
and I'm afraid of everyone. So when I go to year 3, year 4, year 5, that's clinical. You have to talk. You have to. I did okay with patients, but I'm still not what I am today.
Today, yes.
So there's a lot of development there. So then I went back and joined University of Malaya.
Okay.
And within a year and a half, I went to University of Michigan, Ann Arbor in USA to
Right.
do my specialty. My lecturers who are there was the one, I think, who shaped me up to be what I am in
Right.
terms of how I deal with people.
Right. So what does that shaping actually mean?
Okay, in that training, I happened to be initially one of 2 postgraduate students for that department,
Okay.
and later the only postgraduate student in that department.
Okay.
So in the US, postgrad students are not treated like students.
Oh,
They are treated as equal because we're all dentists.
okay.
And then they throw things to you like you're one of us. So we have a weekly meeting, and because I'm a pathologist, pathologist, they say, "Look, we want to hear from you." So I'll be the first person they will ask, and we don't care if you got it wrong, as long as you know why you said these things. So that really shaped me up.
So that brought you out of your shell
Yeah,
as well.
brought me out of the shell. And then when I came back to Malaysia, I think it's a surprise to my colleagues. I was a different person.
So they think you went through a personality transformation
Yes,
when you...
yes. So everybody
Okay.
was shocked, actually. But anyway, after that, Faculty of Dentistry, even though it started in 1972, but it is still a young faculty when I came back, 1982. And as soon as I had my first child in 1983, within months after that, I had to take up an administrative position
Okay.
because the head of department had to be the deputy dean. Okay.
okay.
So from then on, I've been having to be an administrator from heads of department to deputy dean to dean in the UM.
Right.
And I learned through that. And I like to say that throughout that, I've gone through different stages of treating my staff differently to finally, when I'm a dean, I think always like to say that because I was already, and I was older and I had mellowed. So I find that deanship in the University of Malaya was the best time that I developed my management skills.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
And that management skills, I've always been into research, placed into research.
Okay.
And then I became dean and I'm overseeing everything. So then when I retire, then I went into MAHSA as a dean.
Okay.
And I was there for 6 years, and that is totally different situation that I have to deal with. But I think I have been prepared throughout since 1983. I've been prepared through different situations that I'm able to move it. And then when I moved into Deputy Vice Chancellor, I'm given the position of research, and what I do now is I now have to interact with everyone in the university to ensure that research moves on in better and better. But while doing that, I'm also given the task to do commercialization. And that's where I started having to meet with industry partners.
Okay.
And that, again, at this age, is a new experience to me. Okay, because commercialization was never my area.
Okay.
I will always say, in University of Malaya, I only spend money.
Oh,
Because government gives money, you spend this much.
right.
Okay?
Right.
You make sure you are able to run your faculty within this much. But in a private institution, it's totally different. You have to think about spending this much. You have to also think about bringing
back.
in.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
that, again, shaped my other area, which is more of the corporate area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I cannot imagine you being a fearful person. But I'm glad that you shared that part of your life with me, because I think we see many people that fear is a big part of their lives.
Yes.
Especially work-wise. They are fearful to step up, fearful to take on responsibilities. And fear probably plays a big part of their lives, right? What would you go back and tell Professor Rosnah when she was not professor yet? I do not know whether the fear was during your teenage years or maybe slightly later, but what would you go back and tell this person with regards to the fears that you had just told me about?
I think it's not really fear, it's being timid.
Being timid, okay.
Yes,
All right.
in Kelantan, I was very timid. I went into college, I was timid still.
Okay.
And I don't belong to the people who are debaters, who are sportswomen
right,
or
right.
sportsmen.
Okay.
But as I said, things change. And when that changed, I think I become a person who sees things at different angles.
All right.
And why do I view this way? I had an issue when I was in University of Queensland, and a lecturer was very kind
Okay.
to pick me up and talk to me, what's your problem? Sort out the problem. And from then on, I was okay. So in University of Malaya, I see many students, I'm dealing with undergraduate students, who are into this. They are very bright students, and yet they fail certain subjects, especially like my subject.
Okay.
So I sit down with them, I talk to them, and I show the way, and they're doing very well now.
Brilliant.
So I really believe in what I'm doing.
Yep.
And so the next thing that I'm doing now, if someone, whether it is a student or a staff, is very sad over something, and what I say to them, I will tell my story, and I say to them, it is only you who's going to make yourself happy.
Right.
And this is what I'm doing. Because to me, loyalty to an institution is important.
Right.
So I tell the lecturers, rolling stone gathers no moss. So you have to be very kental, very, to be able to hang on to a certain extent and show your worth before you want to move on.
There are some food debris when we eat that sticks around our teeth, and just brushing our teeth, flossing or rinsing alone sometimes doesn't get rid of that. So Aquapic has come up with this device. It's called an cordless oral irrigator. Now what it does is that it protects your teeth and gums when there are food particles that is stuck around it. It's got a very strong, powerful stream of water that will be released, and that stream of water will swirl around your mouth and remove food debris or particles that is stuck between your teeth and gums. And it not just removes food particles, it also massages your gums gently. Aquapic has more than just their oral cordless irrigator. If you go and check their website, you will see so many things that they're offering. As a matter of fact, if you go on to Shopee today and you look up for Aquapic's official store, for everyone listening on to Unfiltered Business, you get a 15 ringgit off all their items. All you have to do is when you make your purchase at Shopee, you just have to key in the voucher code of UFLTD15 and you will get your discount. But don't worry, the details will be at the comments below. I'm very glad to hear that that lecturer or professor that you said in the University of Queensland, that seeds that she had planted in you, you continue to plant in other
Yes,
people. That's
yes.
beautiful. But can you just share maybe what exactly is it that, what did she say? So a lot of people will come and tell us things like, I changed because this person showed me this. But we want to know what exactly it is.
You
that-
mean the lecturer in University
Yes,
of Queensland?
correct.
Well, we do clinical work.
Yep.
All right, and it's very scary. You go into third year,
Yeah.
you have to see the patient. You have to work in the patient's mouth.
Yeah.
All right, so that is where I'm scared,
Okay.
right? And one day, I did something that has to be corrected.
Right.
This is inpatient, but I mean
Yes.
not something major, but it's still major enough because you are being trained to do the best.
Right.
So if you cannot do the best, that's not good enough.
Right.
So I was sad because we get marks on the spot marks.
so it's an
So
assessment.
you get a 0 out of 10.
Right.
Of course you're sad,
Yeah, absolutely.
because
I mean-
that goes to your final mark. And this lecturer just happened to walk along the hall and see me,
Distraught
looking like
and-
that.
yeah.
Just call me to the room and just let's see what's the problem. So we tackle about the problem. Then you say maybe we'll give you additional training for 1 month before you go back and see the patient.
Okay.
So he's gone through all that trouble. So I feel that for any of the students or even staff who comes to me, I must go to the best of my ability to
Yeah.
help them.
But it's very inspiring that right now you do that to
Yes.
others.
Yeah.
Maybe you recognize the same Rosnah that was there some time
Yes.
ago and you're doing
Yes.
it to them. So that's brilliant. Has this route of dentistry been something you were sure of from the very beginning itself?
Well, I was in Tunku Kursia. I went to Upper Six, and then we all applied for Colombo Plan. Okay. I happened to be the three picked to go to Australia. There are another few who goes to New Zealand, another few who goes to UK.
Yeah.
But when I applied, I actually wanted to do medicine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I put medicine as second choice
Okay.
because to me, even those days, I do not want to work after office hours. I do not want to put myself there.
Sure.
So I did dentistry and I got into dentistry. But when I got into dentistry, my interest is still medicine.
Okay.
Okay, so that you can see why I have a little difficulty when talking about trying to be a dentistry, meaning the bread and butter of dentistry.
Right.
So I am better, so much better in the pathology, the medicine, and things like that.
Okay.
So as soon as I came back, I couldn't wait any longer. I mean, I went to the university. I ended up having to do lots and lots of extraction. I'm miserable. I don't want to be a dentist. So,
Oh.
yeah, I don't want to be, I'm a
Right.
dentist, but I don't want to be someone who does bread and butter of dentistry.
Okay.
Okay, that's all.
Right,
Because
right.
dentist is many ways. So I specializes in oral pathology or medicine. So I'm assigning pathologists
Okay.
for any lesions that samples that sent to us from the cranial, we call it craniofacial area. So I do that. So that's when I went to the to Michigan, University of
Yeah,
Michigan.
yeah.
And from then on, I was very happy. I'm really into medicine.
Right.
Because while you say that oral pathology, oral medicine is a branch of dentistry, it is also a branch of medicine.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So we have, even dentists have to learn a lot about the whole body.
Yep.
But we learn a lot more. I
Right.
go to the hospital. I even go into postmortem, to doing postmortem when I was in University of Michigan. So we actually are trained a lot of things that are trained for doctors, but
Yep,
we
yep.
do not become the medical doctor.
So, is it safe to say that you started to work somewhere in the 70s?
78.
78.
I was a tutor, yeah.
Okay.
So 79 I left.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to stay long.
So, do you think the landscape is the same as people coming into work in the dentistry field in 78 and maybe today?
Okay, what's different is that dentists now get a chance to work in their area, to go to Ministry of, because a lot of them have got a 1-year compulsory service.
Oh, yes.
That 1-year compulsory service allows them to be working initially in Ministry of Health, and then to move to different areas
Okay.
and to see which area they are actually good at. But right now, compulsory service is also extended to university. For example, MAHSA University and University of Malaya, we do have dentists who come to compulsory service.
Yep.
But I used to tell my colleagues, I wish I had that.
Right.
Because when I came back, I was just straight away in an institution.
Right.
I mean, it's my choice. I
So
didn't
you
want
got
to
thrown
go
to the
to
deep
Ministry of
immediately.
Health because at that time I didn't want to move around. So I particularly request for the University of Malaya.
Yeah.
However, at that time there was no choice. If you go to Ministry of Health, you're there.
Yeah.
Whereas now there's a choice because all the compulsory services on contract. You actually
Correct.
can move up. Yeah.
Brilliant. I think just learning about your journey has been so inspiring, and thank you for having this conversation
Thank
with
you,
me,
Josh.
telling me what it was like in the early years, not just going into work, but also deciding in the university that you need to go to or you want to go to. Thank you so much. That was all for Unfiltered Business today. I hope you took back something. I hope you found this episode useful and informative. I will see you in my next episode.